What just went viral on the internet isn't a rumor, ladies and gentlemen, so stop everything right now. This is a full-fledged, shocking confession from 50 Cent, the king of pandemonium. And this one will break relationships, damage jobs, and make the whole business shudder in silence. Looking directly into the camera, 50 Cent delivered a live bombshell that was jaw-dropping, pants-dropping, and relationship-destroying. Yes, I did have sex with Remy Ma. I'm sorry, according to you, the same Remy Ma espoused loyalty, founded a business with Papoose, and indoctrinated us into believing in black love as if it were gospel, while covertly dismantling the guy, her husband, had been battling for years. And it gets sicker yet. Papoose didn't learn about it via an anonymous tip or private communication. During the live feed, he learned betrayal and heartache in real time. And the internet broke as that man's face fell into utter destruction. Is Remy and Pap's story over? Did you just destroy the last devoted couple in hip-hop? Who else was aware of it yet chose to remain silent? This isn't rumors. It's not drama. Just now, this ticking time bomb exploded, and all of the sloppy, disgusting, and heartbreaking details are right here. This isn't just another controversy, so buckle up. The greatest treachery is this. Okay, everyone, hold on tight, because what we're about to reveal isn't merely measly or another industry fling. Because, let's face it, Remy Ma and Papoose weren't just a couple, they were the standard, the blueprint. Bonnie and Clyde dipped in New York hustle, draped in loyalty, wrapped in prison letters. And unwaveringly supportive, so bold, cold, and downright venomous that it makes everything you thought you knew about loyalty in the rap game look like a damn fairy tale. He's said to be a typical late-night Instagram live. 50 Cent did what he always does. He took a bloat orc to piece. Privacy and professionalism. This time he destroyed the foundation of the one relationship we believed was unbreakable. One minute he was laughing while drinking Branson cognac, and the next moment he said, "I'm not going to lie anymore." And he smashed Remy. There was no build-up, no warning, no hesitation, just plain confessional slaughter in HD. Now, hold on. 50 Cent is a master manipulator. The internet's collective jaw dropped when viewers saw a familiar name appear in the bottom corner of that live stream. Papoose joined. This was no stunt, though. His tone wasn't sarcastic and his body language wasn't trolling. Curtis Jackson was deadly serious for the first time in a long time. Let's rewind the tape for a moment. Rumors about Remy Ma and 50 Cent have been circulating for a while. When Remy was released from prison, people noticed that she had changed. Not just physically, but also emotionally. They said that she had a new energy and a glow, and 50 stopped making fun of her. He even went out of his way to compliment her bars, her weight loss, and her bounce back. Coincidence? We were given the benefit of the doubt because of Papoose, the man who stood 10 toes down while Remy served time. According to sources close to Remy's team, who are obviously pleading to remain anonymous. Remy and 50 went missing from the set for more than an hour during the filming of a particular bet cipher. When they returned, Remy had her wig shifted sideways and 50 had that "I just broke something" smirk. This story goes deeper than we ever could have imagined. Let's talk about the night in question. The live session was supposed to be about upcoming projects. And 50 Cent was teasing new music, clowning Rick Ross, and dropping shady breadcrumbs as he always does. The same man who put his entire rap career on hold just to raise their son and wait for his queen. Ain't no way she'd do him like that, right? Illuminated with the views rising, when he was questioned, would you ever collaborate with Remy Ma again? Then the energy changed. 50 leaned in, grinned, and said, "Man, we already made something together a whole lot of times. Stay no? Studio involved." Then the live's tone abruptly changed to one of iciness as he doubled down and began discussing late nights in the Bronx. Hotel suites without cameras. Andy Van talked about the tattoo on Remy Ma's lower back that fans were unaware of. And let's not forget that this wasn't private or behind closed doors. It was broadcast to thousands of people. One of those viewers, Papoose, stayed, watched, and listened before asking to join the live stream. When 50 accepted, the next 5 seconds were the most oppressive silence you've ever experienced. Papoose's eyes were bloodshot, his lips were tight, and he stared straight at the camera. He didn't say anything, just felt pain. Then a low, hoarse-trembling voice said, "You really going do this here, Fifth?" And 50 answered, "You wanted the truth, right?" The entire world now understood. Cue complete chaos. Viewers started to record their screens. One thing was evident. Though this wasn't a phony, this wasn't done for influence. This was a man being scorned, a marriage breaking up in front of the entire online world. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more embarrassing, Remy Ma entered the chat. Username, Realma. The comments were flooded with flaming emojis and crying faces, and some people were in shock, while others were enjoying the drama. Message, "Fifth, stop please." Oh, so now you want him to stop? Too late, sis. The grenade has already been pulled and shrapnel is flying. People began searching through old footage, podcasts, interviews, and behind-the-scenes clips for clues. And did they find them? Do you recall that awkward episode of Drink Chance where Remy froze when asked which male rapper she liked best and simply smiled instead of saying Papoose? If you want to talk about energy, watch that sexy 97 freestyle where Remy and 50 exchanged looks like teenagers passing notes in homeroom. The tension was intense. Remember when 50 gave her a diamond-studded bracelet at random during the Power Season 4 after-party? People thought it was a promotional gift, but it turned out that it was a replacement for one Remy had allegedly left at his penthouse weeks earlier. This whole situation was premeditated. According to a member of 50's inner circle who spoke to us under strict anonymity, is 50 Cent living a double life? Did he keep this secret for years, waiting for the right time to reveal it? Or, and this is the real question, was this a cold-blooded, purposeful move to completely destroy Papoose? He's been sitting on that secret for years, the source claims. The source says Petty is in his blood. And he decided it was time when Remy and Pap were renewing their vows next month. Not to mention that Papoose once attempted to publicly check 50, calling him a clown who makes money off of Black pain. Well, that clown just burned down your entire kingdom. If you think that's the end of the story, think again. Because what happened next was even more shocking, even more personal, and even more unforgivable. Let's talk about that voicemail, because just when you thought the Instagram Live confession was the biggest nuke dropped on hip-hop this decade, here comes the audio that left even the most unshakable fans in stunned silence. The voicemail wasn't leaked by 50 Cent. Nope, it wasn't even leaked by a blogger or a troll account. As Remy Ma's silence grew louder, 50 Cent doubled down, and Papoose started removing photos from his Instagram. Something else surfaced. The former makeup artist for Remy Ma wrote, "Brace yourselves," with the comment, "Since Remy wants to play innocent, let's remind the world what she left on my phone by accident." It seems that she had her own grievances and thought this was the ideal time to go nuclear. A 2-minute tape that will always torment Remy Ma is what followed. Woman shrugging, medium skin tone, no loyalty. She lied to Pat. Ree's voice is unmistakably soft, panicked, and whispering as if attempting to avoid being overheard. "Yo, I swear I'm losing it. He keeps asking me why I act strange around Fifth, and I just stare at him. I know it was only supposed to happen once, but it was. Okay, twice. But that's all. I love Pap, I just made a mistake, okay? But I can't lose everything because of this dot." By the time fans listened to that audio, #Remy was trending in more than 17 countries. TikTokers were acting out the voicemail. YouTubers were dissecting it like it was the JFK assassination footage. And guess who couldn't keep quiet? At Joe? Yes, Mr. Loyalty over Royalty himself weighed in during an Instagram story in his reaction. I'm not going to talk about what I don't know. But if this is true, man, that's wild disrespect. In the meantime, 50 Cent was doing what he does best, stoking the fires with memes and chaos. Within hours, he shared an edited clip from Power of his character, Cannon grinning captioned, "Hey Pap, you should have checked the DMIs, not just the bar's smirking face." He didn't say much, but it was clear that this rocked the entire Terror Squad circle. Brutal. Let's be clear, this is surgical devastation. Not simply a chance connection gone bad. A resurfaced 2019 interview clip from The Breakfast Club showed Papoose subtly disparaging 50's brand deals. One theory circulating online is that this is revenge, a cold, calculated response to years of subliminals, backdoor politics, and a hidden beef between 50 Cent and Papoose that we never even knew existed. 50 Cent didn't just reveal the affair. He dropped timestamps, GIFs, and now we got audio. But why now? Sell liquor? Some people sell morals. I went with morals. Seemed innocuous at the time, but for a man like 50 who harbors resentment, like cash, that might have been enough to mark him. But wait, there's more. According to an unnamed insider close to a bet production team, Cypher, Remy Ma, and 50 Cent got into a heated backstage whisper argument during an award show rehearsal. The insider said that the argument wasn't just friendly. There was tension. The pieces are piling up quickly. She looked angry, he looked arrogant, and they later left together before the rehearsals ended. To make matters worse, rumors have it that Papoose was supposed to attend but had to cancel at the last minute because of a family emergency. In a twist that was predicted, a 2017 Wendy Williams interview reappeared, in which Wendy asked Remy, while sipping her famous purple tea, if you were with Pap, who would you smash in the industry? Next question. Wendy remarked Remy when he paused, glanced at the camera, and chuckled. Isn't hindsight a vicious creature? Let's take a quick look at some of the most popular reactions on the internet. Speaking head at Bronx Baby 87, I knew something was wrong with Remy when she released that video about melanin magic. I got secrets. Skull at Wrapped Daily. Papoose wrote her poems while she was incarcerated, and she gave the cookie to 50. The conspiracy crowd has gone into overdrive, believing that 50 Cent recorded everything and that he was waiting to ruin Remy and Pap's vow renewal in Jamaica next month. They also claim that the live stream wasn't spontaneous. Jailhouse Romeo just got smoked. Fire at MS Tang unfiltered. This isn't cheating. This is hip-hop blasphemy. We must clean the mic. It was a calculated takedown, a personal diss track. But in real life, the silence is louder than any diss track. Some people think Remy wanted it to be known that perhaps she was sick of living a lie. However, guess who we haven't heard from directly yet? Remy Ma. Other than that 1/5 stop, please leave a comment on Instagram Live. In the meantime, Papoose removed more than 20 images from his Instagram in just 1 hour, including all of the images of Remy Ma, their anniversary posts, vacation photos, and behind-the-scenes photos from Love and Hip Hop. Fans have noticed that he has stopped wearing his wedding ring in recent paparazzi pictures. And according to sources, he was spotted leaving a Brooklyn studio looking utterly unkempt, mumbling to himself and ignoring everyone who attempted to approach him. Now, the rumors are becoming official. We may be on the verge of the most public, most devastating divorce in hip-hop history, and 50 Cent isn't done. In fact, just hours after the voicemail, the Instagram confession, and the makeup artist's audio drop are all admissible evidence. Entertainment lawyers have spoken out on Twitter, implying that Papoose may be seeking legal advice for a divorce. Apparently, the prenuptial agreement they signed back in 2008 doesn't protect Remy. If infidelity can be proven with digital evidence, he hinted on Twitter after it was revealed, saying, "You guys thought that was crazy. Listen to the voicemail that was left on my line. It's a direct hit bomb. Yes, Rumor has it that 50 Cent is sitting on the tape like a nuclear weapon after Remy Ma contacted him in tears and begged him not to reveal her. This leads us to the question that nobody wants to ask. Was this truly simply a chance hookup between two rappers? Or was this 50 Cent, regardless of how you look at it? This isn't just about infidelity. It's about power, revenge, and legacy. The next twist in the story is coming quickly because just when it seemed like things couldn't get any darker, a video featuring Remy Ma leaving a luxurious suite at 3:27 a.m. appears to be a shaky, dimly lit hotel hallway clip. Fans are certain that this affair wasn't a one-night blunder, but rather a whole season arc, and what Papoose does next will decide everything. So here we are with 50 Cent wearing the same outfit she wore in her last Instagram post, pulling his hoodie up 10 seconds later and smiling at the camera. And guess who leaked that footage? The hotel staff security is reportedly looking into the leak, but the damage is done. And the blogs are consuming it. Reps for Remy Ma are denying everything, calling it a planned attack to destroy a black woman's legacy. But the damage is too great now. And let's not minimize what this means for Remy. The affair is out. The internet is on fire, and Papoose has gone from silent heartbreak to strategic retaliation. Several people with knowledge of the situation confirm that Papoose has officially moved out of the family home. Every red carpet photo, every black love panel, every quote about holding Pap down, all of it is a lie. A beautifully packaged fairy tale is now collapsing under the weight of receipts, voicemails, and surveillance footage. Remy Ma was marketed as a ride or die, and she was the symbol of unwavering black love. In addition, 50 Cent isn't just holding the match. This is the complete collapse of a brand that she spent 2 decades building. Fifth doubled back in a recent clip from his forthcoming podcast, stating, "I didn't even want to say nothing, bro." He's pouring the gasoline. However, I knew I was going to turn the tables when Pap came for me on that tweet last year. And don't worry, I have more in the vault. Take a moment to process it. 50 Cent asserts that he has been preparing for this, that it wasn't an emotional mishap, and that he has been sitting on this bombshell for years. Waiting for the ideal opportunity? It's working now. Endorsement deals are falling through the cracks. Remy Ma was quietly kicked out of a major makeup brand campaign just this week, and an appearance on a reality show was put on hold indefinitely. According to reports, the producers of Love and Hip Hop are frantically deciding whether to air footage from an upcoming reunion episode featuring Papoose and Remy, fearing legal threats from both sides. Speaking of legal threats, we now have confirmation that Papoose has retendered legal counsel. The firm in question is the same powerhouse that handled Megan Thee Stallion's contract battle and Cardi B's defamation lawsuit. So what does this mean? Well, insiders say that Papoose is not just getting ready for divorce, but is also thinking about suing for emotional damages, public humiliation, and career sabotage because, remember, he had a deal in the works. He was reportedly just days away from finalizing a Netflix documentary about loyalty, fatherhood, and black love in the modern era is dead and gone. And the producers have withdrawn. Why? Because it's not just betrayal, but brand assassination. Now, let's dig deeper. You may be asking, how in the hell did Remy Ma think she was going to get away with this? Well, that's because the face of black love was secretly creeping with her husband's enemy. Papoose is the one who allegedly discovered Remy's burner phone. Yes, it's a completely different device for communicating with 50 Cent, which was allegedly kept at a friend's house and only turned on during safe hours. Remy allegedly made the mistake of leaving her primary phone unlocked during a heated argument. And when she checked her recent messages, she discovered a note that read, "Don't forget, your other one. For you, I charged it. I left it at Kaz." Boom. He went to Kaz's house. He found the phone. He opened it, and what he saw: screenshots, selfies, voice notes, even a pic of 50 Cent shirtless holding up a sign that read, "Still had that thunder." This is treachery on Shakespearean proportions. Ma, You guys. But here's the real killer. Papoose sat on that knowledge and didn't immediately respond. He waited and watched. And on the night of the Instagram Live, he knew exactly what was going to happen. He wanted the world to hear it directly from 50's mouth because, although he knows that going public first would make him appear like a resentful man trying to disparage his wife, letting 50 say it on his own was a brilliant move. And now, just when fans thought it couldn't get any worse, Remy Ma's ADMITS come forward in a shocking tell-all interview. Her name is Tasha Star Williams, and she served time alongside Remy at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility. In a no-holds-barred interview with an underground podcast, she revealed Remy has always been slick. Now, Papoose is sitting in the shadows with receipts, and Remy Ma's entire empire is collapsing. But hold on, because the final blow is about to come. You think 50 started chasing her after she got out? No, he was sending her poems while she was inside. I saw him with my own eyes. Oh my God, this wasn't a fling. This wasn't an accident. She knew how to play the game even back in the day. She used to boast about who was writing her letters on the outside. Let's put the pieces together. Papoose was raising their child, writing songs about Black unity, and giving up his entire career while Remy Ma was living a double life, and she begged for silence when the walls began to close in. 50 Cent courted her while she was incarcerated, but she got out, okay? And they had secret meetings. Now that it's all in the open, where does that leave USA's shattered brand? A broken family, a hip-hop legend on the brink of legal action, and a man named 50 Cent laughing his way to the top of the trending charts once more. The question for you all is, was Remy Ma the bad guy all along? Is 50 Cent a mastermind or just another resentful ex using his power? And most importantly, can Papoose pull through this? Or is this the last chapter in the most tragic love story in hip-hop? We'll continue to watch and dig because this story is far from over. This is a cultural earthquake, not just a story. Remy Ma and Papoose were the blueprint, and now they're the cautionary tale. But don't just stand by and watch. We want to hear your thoughts. Did 50 Cent do the right thing by exposing it in that way? Or did he have to do what needed to be done? We're going to cover every angle, every messy secret, and every twist you won't find on the mainstream blogs. So please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're as shocked as we are, hit the like button. You want the real tea before it leaks? Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of the madness. Because let's face it, how many other industry relationships are just ticking time bombs waiting to blow? We don't drink tea, we pour it hot. Until the next time, be messy, keep alert, and never put your faith in Osmiling when keeping secrets.